Welcome to Straight Six Fan. I'm Grant Tommy, helping you build your hot rod and your confidence without a ton of money. And today we are working on the EcoBoost Mustang, taking a little break from Project Low Fairmont. Because today this is a circumstance, I think this is a great example of, you know, if you want to modify your car, but you're strapped for a budget, doing things like taking advantage of routine maintenance as your excuse to do an upgrade is one way to go about going it. Oof, there's one way about going about it. Anyway, you get it. So today we are installing MSD Coil Packs and new spark plugs on the EcoBoost Mustang. We're getting close to 100,000 miles, and so want to get the spark plugs changed before we hit that. We're about, just I think, barely clicked over 96,000 miles. So anyway, I'm going to get into helping you guys understand what it takes to do this quick install. First things first, you'll want to remove the battery cover by simply untwisting 3 little knobs and simply lift it out of place. Remove the negative battery terminal by simply using your 10mm. Next, you'll want to remove the engine cover by use of both an 8mm here and back here, as well as a 10mm here and here. Why Ford didn't just use one size, I don't know, but that's what you'll need. Oil fill cap does have to come off as well to pull the engine cover. But you can immediately put it back on. On the coil itself is a little tab, so simply with a flathead screwdriver pry up just a bit and push the red back and proceed to pry off the connector. From there, the coil will be using an 8mm stud, so use your 8mm once again. And next, with a 5/8 inch socket, especially designed for spark plugs, they'll have this little rubber kind of boot in there and a socket extension. Go ahead and remove the spark plug. So, huge relief, because I know on some of Ford's older motors, like the 3-valve motors, they were notorious for busting spark plugs off in the chamber. It seemed like that took a little longer to unscrew than I thought, but this is a pretty long thread pitch. But you can see these plugs are well overdue for a change. We're going with a set of NGK plugs. They say on the box not to gap them. They should be pre-gapped. So process obviously is just kind of reversing everything I just showed you. So we'll hand tighten this in first and then tighten it up with the socket. And finally, come back with your new MSD coil pack. Push it down until it seats as properly as possible, and reinstall the 8mm nut and plug back in your connector. And obviously from there, you just repeat the same step 3 times over to get the other 3 cylinders and reconnect the negative battery terminal, and you're essentially there. The coil pack on the end has this little wire loom piece that studs over, or fits over the stud of the final one. The furthest cylinder back and the one closest to the radiator, there's this little wire loom thing that goes on this stud, on this bolt. This bolt may be 7mm. I don't have a 7mm handy, but I found 5/16 gets this one off. Alright, so if you're one of my regular subscribers, you probably didn't get a whole lot out of that video because this is very specific to one car, whatever, and most of you are car guys and already have those kind of skills, kind of know how to do that, but that's not what this channel's about. It's not just about reaching the regular subscriber. We got to reach out every now and then to try to get new subscribers, and since the mission here is helping you build your hot rod and your confidence without a ton of money, we covered those things, right? So you might have a car you want to go a little bit faster in, right? You might not have a whole lot of money, and so like we said, we're using a routine maintenance opportunity to then just pay the upcharge, the delta you might say, of the performance coil packs over just a stock replacement. You know, you might spend maybe $20 a pop, $20 to $40 a pop times 4, so either $80, another $160. Well, I know coil packs actually can set you back quite a bit. They're not cheap, even the stock replacement parts. It's also the build your confidence parts. Look, we all start the automotive car love, car guy thing at different stages in life. And so sometimes, I know if you were like me when I was much younger, it might seem like a task I know I can do, but once you see someone go through it and you see how easy it is, then you get that extra boost of confidence. And so this video is for you, and if you got something out of it and you feel like you're indebted to me, you really want to show me your gratitude, well, there's a couple ways to go about do that. If you want, what I'd really appreciate is if you can go down to the link below to my Spreadshirt store and pick up some swag like this straight 6-fan Pistons tee. But obviously if you're strapped for cash, which this is what this is all about, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. At the very least, go over here and check out one of my other EcoBoost Mustang videos and enjoy that. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.